Hello, and welcome to another episode of Sea of Thieves News. Coming up, we've got some fiery items headed to the Outpost stores. Drew's back with even more spice than a Carolina Reaper, and it's almost time for the Season 13 Community Weekend. The Season 13 Community Weekend takes place from the 21st to the 23rd of September, and there's a wealth of activities and rewards to uncover. Play Sea of Thieves at any point during the weekend to unlock the Season 13 Community Weekend flag and the Shimmy Dance emote. Players can also claim the Community Spirit Firework Crate from the Merchant Alliance. And if you're feeling photogenic, we're also bringing back the picture wall to various outposts across the Sea of Thieves. Throughout the weekend, you'll be able to level up the Community Emissary grade, which will boost rewards for gold, reputation, renown, and allegiance. The Community Emissary grade is determined by how many hours of Sea of Thieves are collectively viewed on Twitch, so join your favourite creator as they set out on the waves and watch the boosts come rolling in. And that's not all, Pop-Up Plunder is coming back too! At various points throughout the weekend, valuable treasure will be available to uncover on every server. You might even find the new Community Storage Crate. Perhaps it'll contain what you need to ready your ship to take on the brutal Burning Blade. Or maybe it'll be a fully stocked crate of fish, ready to deliver to the Hunter's Call. Whatever lies within, keep your eye on our social channels for clues to where the precious plunder lies. You can also claim a new time-limited bounty voyage where you'll be committed to hunting down Flameheart's devout captains. If you can overcome the odds and claim a glorious victory, there's plenty of valuable loot up for grabs. There are new Twitch drops on the way too. From the 21st to the 23rd of September, watch any participating live stream on Twitch to be in with a chance to claim the Stalwart Sea Dog Bucket and Concertina, the Stormy Sea Dog Shovel and Spyglass, and if the community stretch goal is reached, the Obsidian Captain's Table. With our next game update on the 19th of September, we've got new items headed to the Outpost stores. With the Piscine Courtly Jacket, your affinity for all things fishy will be clear for all to see. And smell. Phew. And when the sun is high and the heat is on, these colourful corset tops are the ideal way to keep cool on your adventures. With the Flaming Jackal Blunderbuss and Pistol, you can honour the memory of the glorious Sea Dogs as you head into battle. Or for those who prefer to keep it low-key, the Flaming Jackal Fishing Rod will still hint at the intense fire burning within. Now let's catch up with production director Drew Stevens for what is sure to be the most replayed section of this episode.
The most replayed section, eh? That just sounds like a challenge. So to kick off, I want to jump back to our recent Fight Night live event. Hopefully, the first of many. The Fight Night event took place over the weekend and drew players into faction battles, rewarding double allegiance and gold for crews diving into battle. It was great to be able to spotlight Hourglass play and run an event that focuses on this competitive part of our experience. We'll be assessing how we can bring this back as a regular event as part of our live calendar in the future. We have to acknowledge though that this event had some challenges that we need to address before we can bring that back. Cheat reports increased over the weekend, with players encountering cheaters in some of their battles. We've got some work here to harden up the experience. Alongside these reports, we saw many players using launch exploits to gain an advantage in combat. This is a priority area for us game-wide right now, and the team are working on fixes to these exploits. The team are also investigating reports of crews becoming stuck underwater during dives, so that we can make this a more robust experience in the future. While there's no doubt some issues for us to tackle here, I'm excited to get this event into our regular live calendar for everyone to enjoy. Next up, let's talk about the hot topic of weapon balancing. Our August update came with the rework to the Blunderbuss, with its one-hit kill removed and a powered-up knockback in its place. Maybe a tad too powerful on reflection. The team have been watching plenty of gameplay, monitoring your feedback, and checking our live stats following launch, and assessing what further balancing work is needed to tune this recent rework. The team are working on tweaking the knockback power, bringing it in a little closer and more controlled, while also improving knockback consistency. The goal here is to strike that balance in aiding defensive play, while reducing those scenarios where attackers still have the upper hand. We know there's a fine balance here between defensive and offensive play, and these changes are going through insiders testing, and we'll release these out to live when we're happy with the balancing. Sticking with combat, insiders have been testing some improvements to the throwing knives to make them a more responsive weapon to throw. These quicker aiming animations and a faster projectile speed are feeling much more responsive to use, and will now be rolling out in our September update. We'll let these changes settle in and assess if further tuning is needed to ensure this weapon finds its home. And with that in mind, I've seen a fair bit of discussion around the recent combat changes, with players wanting to understand why we're making these type of changes so long after launch. Season 12 introduced new weapons to the armoury, a part of the experience that hasn't seen a real refresh in the last 6 years. Looking to future seasons, we want to continue to provide players new tactics, choices and playstyles by expanding the offering within the armoury as we continue to evolve the game. Alongside the expansion of the armoury, we've also been assessing the role and identity of our existing weapons to ensure they have a clear role in combat. Our goal is for each weapon to have a clear area where they thrive, but also have counters to bring more tactical decision making into your loadout choices. With the grapple gun coming in Season 14, the blunderbuss was prioritised to ensure we could balance encounters with this new traversal tool coming in. Looking past the changes I've discussed here though, we're going to pause further changes to our existing weapons, so that we can focus on the launch of Season 14 and let these new additions settle into the meta. Now let's hand back to Daryl, if you've got time.
On September 19th, it's
Talk Like a Pirate Day!
To celebrate, we're running a discount sale in the Pirate Emporium. From the 19th to the 27th of September, a dazzling array of incredible items will be available at reduced prices. So dive in and grab a bargain. And if ripping a pirate's favourite feathered friend is your thing, the pretty Polly sails return to the Pirate Emporium. These are only available while the sale is active, so get them while you can. And if you feel the need to express some of that bottled up emotion, then look no further than the Rage Unleashed emote. And the good news is that it's yours to claim for free for the duration of the sale. Whether it's meg meat, a delectable slice of kraken tentacle, or even a humble splashtail, members of the Hunter's Call are ready to accept your latest catch. And from the 13th to the 15th of September, you'll receive a boost to the gold and reputation you earn for each item sold. Keep an eye on our social channels for more information on boosts, rewards, and other activities happening every weekend throughout Season 13. Over in the Pirate Emporium, we're bringing back the well-travelled trader ship collection and clothing bundle from the Season 11 Plunder Pass. With the showmanship of buffed brass, fine silks, and details that reflect far-flung adventures, these items are perfect for the ceaseless travel of a trader. Now let's take a look at what other new items are headed to the Pirate Emporium. And that's us for another episode. If you liked what you saw and you want to stay up to date with everything Sea of Thieves, then make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that little ship's bell for all those glorious notifications. Cheers.